A comparison between the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 5. What are the differences from a hardware perspective? So let's look at the physical hardware differences. So first thing that we'll notice is that while the phone is a little bit taller, you'll notice that the screen itself, the area, the real estate for the screen, for the display, is also a little bit taller. Notice how they start at the same position. Turn this on again. But this one has, as Apple has mentioned, enough space for an additional row. The other thing of icons, the other thing that you'll notice is the camera location has changed for the FaceTime. So here you have it right on top of the earpiece, and over here it's over to the left. If you were to look at the sides, you'll notice pretty much the same volume controls, and here is again your mute rocker so that you can set the mute settings. On the bottom, if we look at the bottom for a second, you'll notice on the two phones, big difference is obviously the connector, but you have the speakers on both sides, and then you have the different connectors now. The one thing that is added to the bottom is your headphone jack. On this side, again, not much has changed. It's just a little bit taller. The phone is a little bit taller, but you have your SIM card. You will notice that the width of the SIM card is wider here, and that's this little tray. And you notice how this one is much smaller. This again is using that nano SIM, and the nano SIM is just a SIM card, just like your normal SIM card, except it's been trimmed even further. So from a physical perspective, the card is just cut much more tapered so that it takes up less space. On the back, the big difference is the fact that it's not glass anymore. So if you've ever dropped your iPhone and you shattered the back, you know how painful that is. So now it is made out of this aluminum, and that saves you from worrying. First of all, it saves you with weight, and it also saves if you drop your iPhone, it won't shatter from the back. The camera location, one of the things that you'll see here is that you have it in the same location, but it has been updated, so you should be able to take with the better sensors, better pictures. From a width perspective, this is where you can get a sense of the differences in the width. It is thinner, and if we were to put it like this, maybe you can see it here again, you'll see that the glass, the way the glass is connected to the phone, it is a little bit thinner than the previous version, and I would say the fact that it doesn't have glass on the back makes it substantially lighter. I wonder how much the back weighs by itself. They may have lost a lot of weight just by changing that. And then on the top, if we look at this side, obviously the biggest thing that you'll see is not there anymore is your headphone jack. Headphone jack is on the bottom, but you still have the power button in both places. Now the last piece that we'll take a look at is the actual width. If we put them side by side, hopefully you can see it right there, I can squish them together, they're the exact same width. So looking at it right here, at least the way it feels in the hand, you notice that there's nothing extra. If I lay it here on the countertop and I put them on top of each other, you don't see anything coming out on either side. If I flip them over, it's just a little bit taller, and it's giving you just that extra row of icons.